Hi guys, what's up? Feels good to be back for another Wicked's World. I'm really happy that I brought this back. It's nice to, just have time to kind of chat with you guys, slow things down a bit. Um, we got a lot to talk about today. Uh, so also, I didn't finish this yet, but this will be the comic that we'll talk about later. It's the Nightwing, A Night in Bloodhaven, and Pendium One. Very good so far. So, highly recommend. I think it's about I looked it up. I think it's about 50 bucks. Worth it. This is actually I'll talk about that later. It's a few stories in there though. Cuz I was going to do another book which I still might review it for you guys. But you can't buy it. I mean you can, but you have to find it on eBay. It's you know what, let me grab it real quick. Right here. Give me a sec. Okay. It's actually I have 2 of them. I also have the second one, Origins of Marvel Comics by Stan Lee. I'm gonna start this soon. I was gonna start it to review for this stream, and then I realized I should probably try to stick to ones that you guys can actually get your hands on easier. This, I looked it up, you can get it on, like, eBay and stuff, but yeah, very old. Shout out to Wiley Dave for this one and the Nightwing one as well. But how's everyone doing? Yeah, it's good to I thought about, like, since I was bringing Wicked's World back, I'm like, "Should I just start, like, episode 1 or" but I'm like, "Nope, we'll keep it going because we ended on episode 50, so 7 months ago. So here we are, 7 months later on 52. Let me say hi to everybody. What's up, Eduardo? Yes, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. We'll be talking about Val a bit and some of his roles. Smallville Man, Hokies, Captain Nova, Shane says hi to all. Rip Vale has Doc Holiday really elevated Tombstone to something special. Yes. That is on my list to rewatch. It's been a while. That's something that I definitely would like to rewatch. I might watch it tonight. Mongoose, hello. Mountain Mutt. Hoagie says, "Hope she doesn't not forget to start to stream again." Actually, I can't do that for this because StreamYards, if you set a stream, like once you go into it, it shows it. Uh, the whole reason that happened before was because it was OBS and I was exhausted from the long stream before that, and I just went live like I normally would because I was new to scheduling my gaming streams. So that actually can't happen on podcast stuff like this because the stream is made and there's no way I can miss it. But thank you for the concern. What's up, Andrew, Derek, Lucifer the Doberman, AP, Marianne? What's up, Trey? Alaska Ski, Azur, Saw, the Mystery, Digital Man, Dave. Uh, Andrew's going to Awesome Con tomorrow. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to at least one convention this year. We'll see. Doc the Butcher, hello. And Mate comes in with the 5 gifties. Thank you so much. Oh, my screen's too small. There you go. You get a little, little thumb in the corner. Thank you so much, Mate. Rachel Hill, hello. That's true, Shane. They do. So I'll probably give you guys a nice review when it's finished, but I'll talk about it a bit at the end of the stream to let you guys know my thoughts so far. I like this because it's different animation. Gosh, different art styles. Uh, what's up, Griffin? Venom Bite, Clyde. How are you? Faithful Geek. I know. Oh my gosh, Jay and Clyde with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Clyde. Borg Porg, hello. And I think that's everyone. Innocent until proven innocent. What are you guys talking about? Oh, you guys are talking about something else in chat. I'm like, what did I miss? Um, I hear the Minecraft movie is terrible. You should watch it. Yeah, I would, but it takes me I'm probably a good like at least 30 minutes from a cinema, so I only go for the stuff I wanna see. I will Jack Sparrow, something if, I gotta review it. That's how I've been watching Daredevil and, I didn't Jack Sparrow Snow White, but I don't even wanna talk about Snow White, so we're just gonna skip over that comment because 'cause I'm so tired of Snow White already. So I hope Minecraft just absolutely crushes it. I think so in regards to Minecraft, I don't think it looks good, but I think kids like around the age of 10 are gonna love it. A lot of parents with kids around that age are saying that they're excited. The older ones in like their 20s are kind of like meh, but they grew up playing the game, but they don't really I don't think they care to see it because it's just they should have gone the Mario route. They should have made it animated. I know part of it is, like, that weird animation, like, the nightmare fuel, goats or whatever, but they should have full on animated it. I think that would have been a better move, and it would have, kids that might not even be into Minecraft could have been interested in going to see it, but we'll see. We'll see the numbers. It's released today, right? Thursday? Yeah. Uh Aw, Nightbridge, that's really sweet. Imagine this channel at 100K subs will happen sooner than you think. That's very sweet of you to say. Trey says, "I'm pretty much out on Daredevil." When do the episodes even drop? Is it on Thursdays? I don't know, 'cause like I said, I Jack Sparrow it. Um, watching it so I can suffer with Disparu and X-Ray for Saucy. Chubby Steve was a choice, mate, you're right. Majin, I agree. Too many movies lately have been lackluster to spend money on. Exactly. Oh, it drops on Tuesdays. Okay. Well, see, I usually watch it, so it's kind of more fresh in my head for Saturday. So I will probably watch it tomorrow or Saturday afternoon. Uh, there is nothing wrong with animation. Live action does not equal better. Exactly. I totally agree with that. It's I don't know what they're doing. It's just a money grab, which most things are these days, unfortunately. There's no heart in the writing and what these companies are trying to create. I think I think our voices are gonna start to be heard a bit more, right? Because a lot more of us, are not going and spending money to see these mediocre films. So we'll see. We'll see. I've always said you gotta hit hit them in their wallets, and it seems like Disney has been hit pretty, heavily in their wallets, and they're still dishing out this crap, so might take a bit longer. Um, yeah, Iceman lives among the stars forever. Yeah, I definitely wanna start the stream with some Val talk today. There's quite a few Vale movies that I have not seen because I wouldn't say the highlight, but 90s was when he released a bunch of stuff, right? And maybe early 2000s. And I was younger in the 90s, so besides Batman Forever, I didn't see a lot of them at the time. Tea break. Now before you crucify me, chat, for what I'm about to say, when I was younger, my mom, the movies that we had in the house were pretty much romance or romantic comedies, right? Like 90s comedy, I've seen a lot of it, loved it. That's probably why it's my favorite genre, comedy. So a lot of fantasy movies my mom didn't have. Like I didn't even watch the Star Wars like all of them until I was a teenager. Besides the first one, I remember seeing it on TV and stuff, and my brother's older than me, so there was a lot of movies that he'd play, um, and I, would see and kind of forget that I seen it. Like Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jackie Chan movies. Don't ask me why. I remember Mr. Nice Guy and all these random movies like that, but that's because of my older brother. Anyways, I watched Willow for the first time last night. Seeing it did spark a few little like memories of it probably being on the background at some point. But in its entirety, I watched it for the first time last night, and I loved it. I'm actually happy that I was able to experience it for the first time now. Like we get so much crap out, so you know, um, watching it, it was great, and, yeah, I wanted to make sure Jace didn't stop being my friend, so I watched it. But Willow is great. Oh, you never seen Willow, Shane? Right now, you can buy it It was like $3 to rent on Amazon, and you could buy it for 4 in HD. So I bought it, and I'll absolutely be watching it again. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, here, let me pull up, and I will say that now, Mad Mardigan is my favorite Val Kilmer character. Absolutely. I really loved him in that movie. He's super cute for the girlies. I used to think, like, back in the day that, young Val Kilmer was dashing. Here, let me share my screen here, and I'll show you guys my, uh where is it? Here we go. I'm using a different browser right now because StreamYard is being so weird. Um, so I had to start the show on a different browser. So if you guys aren't on critic lists, by the way, you should totally get on there. Jay and Epic Mike are the reason why I decided to join, and I've been having fun just reviewing stuff. And what's up, C and D Design? I see you in there. Power Keg Greg, how are you? To make sure I don't miss anybody. C and D Designs just printed out an awesome Vindicta, which hey, I got the Vindicta shirt on right now. Uh, I don't know if it's just for you or for it's like for Jay or X-Wing, whatever, but it's very good. I wanted to print some like 3D print because I also dabble a little bit in 3D printing. I wanted to print out a Vindicta 3D print for them, but I'm having a hard time with the program that I use. So normally I'll buy or I find like a site that has free I think STL is what I use for my 3D printer. The designs. Like I printed out a Millennium Falcon, stuff like that. So I'm trying to dabble in making them myself and I'm awful at it, like making the 3D image to be able to print. So that was really good. C&D Designs, very impressed with that. What's up, Mystic Girl? Oh, awesome, C&D. Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. I know my biggest print was a Millennium Falcon once, and I think this was with my old 3D printer. I have a new one now. It was like an overnight print. Came out beautiful, but it takes it yeah. Tinkercad, is that what you use, C&D Designs? Interesting. I'll have to get back into, like, trying to mess with it because I have this really pretty filament that I wanted to use for it. Anyways, I'm digressing, guys, sorry. So, yes, I popped up my review here of Willow. It's if you haven't watched it, it's a classic hero's journey, a fun fantasy film. And I really enjoyed it. Like I said here, Val Kilmer's performance as Mad Mardigan is a definite highlight. His blend of roguish charm and unexpected nobility adds a layer of fun and depth to the film. His goofy yet noble performance truly is one of the best parts of the movie, and I agree with myself there. I enjoyed it very much. And Warwick Davis, it was great. He just had so much heart in the role, and going from just a villager to the hero, it was good. I mean, so the special effects are a bit dated compared to you know what we get now. I shouldn't even say what we get now because some of the CGI and special effects, that we get now is garbage. But you know what I mean. Some of it was a bit silly, but it just added to the charm, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, I really liked it. Okay, so Willow, if you haven't seen it, you can get it on Prime Video right now for $4. And you can buy it HD. Um, new Bamboo Lab, not H2D. I have a Bamboo Lab. I wonder if that's the one that you're talking about. I know there's probably more than one, but my new 3D printer is actually Bamboo Lab. Uh, the base takes 6 hours. Wow, just for the base. What's up, Jose Taco? Uh, and I have seen the Doors tray. I accidentally said I confused when I was talking about it last night, Meg Ryan and Jennifer Aniston because Jennifer Aniston the rock star. Uh, but yeah, I have. That has been a long time. I'm pretty sure I watched it, um, like on VH1 or something. I don't know. It's been a while. I was young. Um, No, Lark. What's up, Lark? I have not seen Top Secret, but it's on the list. I heard that it is a great movie. So I have a list. Oddly, I was looking through some of his movies and I'm like, what have I watched? At First Sight. Does anybody remember that one? Now that's one that I remember my mom having the VHS of with is it Mia Servino? What is her name? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up again. Um let's see. I remember that one. It was in 1999. Yeah, it was Mira Sorvino. Okay. Yeah. That was a cute one. That's another one that I probably watched, like, let's say early 2000s. So, I'm pretty sure my mom had the VHS of that one. But yes, finally watched Willow. Absolutely loved it. Now to my reviewers on here, um, like Trey, if you're not on critic list, you should make an account. It's really it's nice. And it's a nice little community over there. You might meet some new people. Um, it's not the mini Hoagie, so it's the A1. It's kind of newish. I haven't really messed with it that much, but it's fun. Watch Real Genius. That's another one. X-Rays here. Hi. I heard Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is also a good one. I think Ian was suggesting that one. But Real Genius, that was like his second movie, right? Wasn't the first one? What was his first movie? Hold on. Well, let me look it up. Val Kilmer. Oops, of course it goes right to Willow. Hey, Val Kilmer. I should do a Google search on this. Brave's awful. Okay. Well, we'll go in order. Top Gun wasn't his first movie, was it? No, where's yeah, this is in a weird order. Top Secret, 1984. That was his first movie. Batman Forever. Listen. Hold on. Oh, now play this. It makes it more. Hold on. Oh, hello. Here we go. My clip.
You're trying to get out of my cave, Doctor.
A girl can't live by psychosis alone.
The car, right? Chicks love the car.
Oh, he had. You know what's funny? I feel like he never got as much crap for the bat nipples as George Clooney. Maybe it was okay on Vale. What's up, Holocron? Mark of Reality. Prince of Egypt. I forgot that he was in that one. Yeah, Prince of Egypt. Yeah, his first was Top Secret. Uh, C&D Design says, "My wife watched Real Genius last night." Oh, yeah, I watched Willow last night. I loved it so much. I'm not gonna watch the remake. I heard it's awful. I could just watch Disparu's videos now that I've seen the original. I should be careful saying that because I know Disparu loved the remake of Willow. Let's see. Yeah, I hate having to use a new browser. I don't Streamlabs is being so weird, but Mad Mardigan is my favorite. He's like really he's hot in this one. And he met his only wife. I was gonna say first wife, but that's the only time that he actually got married. Um and kind of said he had a really sad life, but he also had like an interesting life, like he did a lot. If you haven't watched this, I say probably about a year and a half ago. I'm kind of glad that I watched this before he passed because I probably would have been sobbing watching it now after he passed. The documentary that's on, oop, I think it's on Prime. It's just called Vale, I think. Let's see. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. Yeah, it was 2021. Just called Vale. It's because he recorded a lot. So he spent a lot of time just recording behind the scenes stuff, which is really interesting to see, and it's a good watch. So if you haven't, check it out. You might get a little sad now because yep, it is on Prime. Okay, yeah, it's on Prime. It's just Vale here. There's the cover here. I hate having to use a new browser. Like, I get your stuff together, please. Streamlabs, StreamYard, whatever. This one. Very, very well done. A lot of behind the scenes that he recorded himself, and it's, one of the best I would say that's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched, so give it a watch. Let me see here. What am I missing? What's up to Candyman? Hook says Clooney was breastfeeding Robin. Oh, no. True Romance, huh? I'll add it to the list. There's, like I said, there was, quite a few Val movies that I missed because, it wasn't I mean, I'm sure my mom was into a lot of the movies, but certain things maybe I couldn't watch when I was younger, like in the '90s when he was really, popping off. But yeah, I think tonight, Tombstone. I'm gonna watch Tombstone. Um, but I really, really enjoyed Willow. So again, if you haven't watched that, give it a watch. $4 right now on Prime. Yes, Candyman. He was. Val was really one of a kind. There was a lot of rumors that went around that he was hard to work with, which on the last episode here, I was talking to you guys about how celebrities are, right? It's not just because they're nice to you, like online, or if you meet them at cons, it doesn't mean they're not nice, but it doesn't mean that they are because they're still celebrities at the end of the day, right? And they're a lot of them are very disconnected with reality. So I'm not saying Vale was, but yeah, there's a lot of rumors that went around that he wasn't great to work with, but some actors like him, he seemed like he really I don't know if he was necessarily a method actor, but he really threw himself into the roles, and so if something wasn't done properly, I feel like that could be why, people get an example here. Sarah Michelle Gellar, she was marked as a diva because on the set of Buffy, and a lot of people have done I've seen countless interviews of people talking good about her, like that she would stand up for the little guy, right? Like extras that are too afraid to speak up, like if something's been done wrong to them, or if they would go over, like, she would be someone that's like, "Okay, we agreed on a 13-hour day, we're on hour 16, it's time to wrap it up." Like, she was totally for that, and apparently, David Boreanaz was one of the only people that were in her corner, so, like, once he left after season 3, she was kind of alone, because according to, hearsay, whatever, behind the scenes stuff, it was kind of like her versus Joss. So, a lot of people were more on Joss's side because, he was the director, creator, all that. So, not getting too into that, I'm just saying she got, labeled as a diva, but really she was just, sticking up for little people, which, yeah, that's a good thing, but then again, she now gets labeled that way. So, just saying that could be something similar with Vale. Maybe he just really took his work seriously, and when people screwed around, he was not happy about it. Who knows? Uh, Sarah was the based woman is what I hear, the least childish to say. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the same. There's a couple, like, channels that I watch, and they, talk about, like so some of these YouTubers and stuff, they have behind the scenes conversations, right? They know people, but they can't say who they know because, things like that. So, I have deep dived, of course, into the Buffy stuff, especially now. And the funny thing is these people that stand behind the actors and love them so much and love Buffy are on the same boat as me, even if they're not, they don't socially or politically think like me, we'll put it that way. They're still like, we don't want this. Leave Buffy alone. So I think the mass does not want a new Buffy. So we'll see what happens. I will suffer through it for you guys to report on how bad or good it is. Yeah. But back to Vale here. Now this was pretty why isn't it not showing trying to share my screen, but it's weird because I have one browser that I have my topics up on, and a different browser that I'm on the stream right now because Brave didn't want to work. Uh is this it? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Did you guys see this crap? So disrespectful, and it just proves how modern journalism They can't take 3 minutes to just look and fact check. Anna retweeted this, deadline. I seen it when before they deleted it, and I'm glad that she screen capped it because yeah, so Deadline posted this, remembering Val Kilmer in photos as Batman in Batman Forever 1995. That is not Val Kilmer. That is Michael Keaton. So I just it's, very, very cringe. They couldn't bravo, fake journalist, exactly. And, I could be wrong, but I don't think they even reposted something to honor him again because 'cause they're just like, "Whoops." But how dumb can you be? How dense are you? But yeah, I like what Anna wrote. So Deadline was getting full on roasted. They were. So they deleted their post. For reporters, the fact you can't even get it right, Batman really calls into can't get the right Batman really calls into question all the facts you post. Yeah. Oh, more so like recently, like when I'm reading articles on these streams or, ones that I'm gonna pull up on stream, there's so many spelling errors and stuff. I'm like, what what is going on? Like right now, like we're in an era where like you can just like your computer will spell check for you. And I don't know what's happening. It's ugh, yeah, this really was annoying and it was sad that they couldn't even get this right, but also not surprising. Not surprising at all. So yeah, we'll wrap up the Vale talk. Wow, we've already been going for almost a half hour. What is your favorite role from Val? And if you have any movies that you think I should watch, or your favorite, just suggest, throw them in the chat. I'm curious. For me, now that I've finally seen Willow, Mad Mardigan is my favorite. Trey says Tombstone. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Tombstone tonight. It's been a while. That's one that I could really rewatch, and there's gonna be stuff that, I, forgot about. It's been a long time. Willow and the Saint Holocron. The Saint. That's one I've never even heard of. Top Secret. Batman Forever, Prince of Egypt. The Ghost in the Darkness. What's up, Malty? Real Genius. I think Real Genius, like tonight, Tombstone, and then as far as ones that I've never seen, I think Real Genius and Top Secret are gonna be. What's up, Script Doctor? Hi, Mystic Girl. Picasso, hello. If I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I went on a rant. You guys know what happens when I go on rants. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's a movie about killer lions. The Ghost in the Darkness is great. Real Genius is underrated 80s spam caller. I'm busy. Underrated 80s teen flick. I love 80s teen flicks. It's Jaws on land. Sign me up. That sounds campy and right up my alley. um Hold on. Let me see here. Let me make sure I don't have anything else that I wanted to pull up. Yeah. My recommendation is the Veil documentary on Prime. Not everyone has seen that one. So, McGruber, he played a funny villain. Why do I feel like I might have seen that one? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Eric? I like him as Philip and Alexander. Michael Douglas is also in it, Trey. Okay. The Saint is a really good spy love story. Ooh, I love those. Okay. I'm gonna have a Val Kilmer marathon. I'm glad I'm able to because I'm so any celebrity passing, anyone passing is just sad. But they're the only one that I really I was unable to watch anything with him in it was Robin Williams. It took me over a year to watch anything with him. Because that one hurt real bad. Not that the Veil doesn't, but I'm glad I'm able to watch and enjoy. I think Willow was the perfect first, movie to watch after his passing for me personally. Um, yeah, with Robin Williams, I was in the middle of watching The Crazy Ones. I think that only got 1 season with Sarah Michelle Gellar. It wasn't, it wasn't that great, but, me, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Sarah Michelle Gellar and, Robin Williams. Yes, please." I never finished it because they were still I think it was still airing. when he passed. I could be wrong, but that could have been when I was watching it, and I never ended up finishing it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a sad one too, Trey. Hard to watch a Joybringer after we knew what happened. Yeah, that too, Malty. Loved Mork and Mindy as a kid. I've only seen, clips of Mork and Mindy. I do have the DVDs. I have the whole series, thanks to Wiley. So that's gonna be a nice binge one of these days. Holocron says, "Try the Saint action, a bit of romance. It always leaves me in such a positive mood, magical." Oh, okay. You guys are giving good recommendations. What's up, Karen? Hi, Cranberry. Bugsy. Heat is also really good. I'll show them off on another stream. I know I did when I first got them, but Wiley also sent me cards, Mork and Mindy cards. I think my mom wants them, but I'm gonna keep them. Watch Heat? Okay. What's up, Jose Taco? Good recommendations. Somebody in the chat, just talked about Black Mirror. Where did that go? Black Mirror, the next season, is it coming out next? Here we go. Saw said it. Next Thursday, a new season. Yes, I did. I like Black Mirror. Pretty excited for it. What's up, Dana does stuff? Okay, before we move on, let me get these super chats. Thank you guys so much. Clyde for the $5 super sticker. Thank you. Lucifer the Doberman Canadian too. Who's your fave Sith and why is it Darth Bane? I don't know if I actually have a favorite Sith. Maybe I'll be basic and say, Vader, right? Because he's, or Anakin. I mean, I shouldn't say it's basic. Quite a few Star Wars people love Anakin. My favorite character is Leia, though. So happy that I got her signature before well, I was gifted it after she passed, but the order was placed before she passed. I can only imagine how much that would have been um, afterwards. Mountain Mutt for 4.99 in the Willow game on the original Nintendo. His whole speech to Sortia is repeated verbatim. It was hilarious. Really? I kind of want to. So I have a Super Nintendo, and I am gonna get all the gear I need. Thanks again, Ian did send me the funds because he sent me the Super Nintendo, and now that I'm like getting my office all settled and everything, I do need to get another table, actually, so that I can put my consoles neatly, you know, hooked up. I wanna look into getting some of the old Super Nintendo games, ones that even I never played. You guys know there was a Wayne's World one? Where so in the Wayne's World game, you have to, like, fight Elvis or something at the end. It seems crazy, but I kinda wanna get it and see what it's like. Um, Malty's been a member for 20 months, thank you. No more torch, Pepe's. This is comfort food. Oh, what? My show? Thank you, Malty. Picasso's been a member for 1 month. Thank you. Everyone, especially Wicked, have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Um, see, I'm awful at bringing stuff up. I meant to do this in the beginning of the show, but I just got sidetracked and just beeline to the conversation about Val Kilmer. But I have some new merch. I'm gonna get hot. I'm gonna put on my fan. It's hot in Florida. My Wayne hat. Shout out Americus for the design. Let me put my fan on now because I'm gonna start getting hot. We'll see how long I keep it on for. I usually only like to wear hats if I have like a ponytail or like pigtails or something. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna get some more stuff. Spreadshirt has some really cool just products. I'm gonna get a pillow, I think, and put it right there under Maryland because it's black and white, so it looks good. They even have jerseys now, which I'm like, should I get a Wicked Thrones jersey or saucy? Oh my gosh, we should all get saucy jerseys. Me, X-ray, and Disparu. Could you imagine Disparu in a jersey? I wonder if I sent him one if he would wear it. I know X-ray would. But yeah, they have jerseys and they're really cute actually. So I think I kind of want to get one. I think they have a pink one. Actually, I would probably want a pink one. Well, I'll see. Um, A2's here. Hi, A2. Great design. Thank you. Yes, and thanks everyone. A bunch of people bought stuff yesterday, because I get, like, an email and don't worry, it doesn't give me your info. It's just because it's through a different store, right? It's not me personally shipping out the stuff. So don't worry. I don't know your info if you buy something from the store. Uh, but yeah, it's I love this hat so much. Dr. Dasuke, you totally look like Mike Myers. That's what I was going for. Thank you. Get Disparu a pink one. We can all match. All of us will get pink saucy jerseys. I didn't even think about that. I gotta add that on actually after this stream because I the jerseys are new. So I did put Wicked's World jerseys, but there's no saucy jerseys. There needs to be saucy jerseys. I should just surprise X-ray and send her one. She's gonna be like, "Where did this come from?" um. Mark says I would get a saucy jersey. Just make sure you have blue and it comes in triple X. You know, hold on a second here. Let me look it up. So I can't. I'm just gonna show the Wicked's World one for now. After the stream, I will get on and add the saucy design um, to a jersey because it's new. So the way Spreadshirt works is they add new stuff all the time, and it doesn't. It only puts what you want on the store. So I don't even have everything that they have available. Just certain stuff. Hi, Lady Marine. Here, let me show you guys real quick. Where's that Spreadshirt? Spread shop. I always say Spreadshirt, like I don't even know what the company's called. I do though. Okay, see, like I have a couple different designs here, right? This is the only one I have in the jersey, so let me show you guys. I gotta order some other stuff. This design, I like it because I'm a very like minimal person with what I wear, right? And I love the original Wicked's World logo that I have. Shout out to the lady on Fiverr that made it for me a couple years ago. Um, but this one I could wear. Oh, I want to get the panda because I don't really like wearing my own merch, but I definitely don't like wearing one with my face on it. I feel funny walking around my face, right? Like a little bit silly. Ah, here it is. How cool is this? So they have I would get this one because I like red. Um, I feel like X-ray would probably like this one, the pink one. And let's see, they have red, pink, orange. Oh, I like the red and blue, the red, white, and blue. That's cute. Uh, let's see. Mark was asking for blue. This looks like it's too blue. Nah, this is light blue. I mean, this one's dark blue. It looks like they only go up to 2X though, but maybe I don't know, maybe you could email them and see if they have a size bigger. I don't know. But yeah, I'll get saucy jerseys if you guys are interested in them. I mean, I'm gonna get them anyways. I want one. I want the red one. And I'll get a pink one for X-ray. I'm just gonna send it to her. Don't tell her. She might be here. Like, I can hear you. um, C&D Designs for 5. Thank you. The Wicked World hat is so sweet. Can't wait to get mine. And the wife is gonna flip over the saucy trucker one. Ah, yay! Thank you so much for ordering. I appreciate that. Make sure you post a picture on X. I want to see. C&D Design also, he makes some really good stuff if you wanna check out him. He's, done quite a few things for Jay as well. Same with Lady Marine, she's in the chat. She's also got a Spreadshirt or spread shop. Ian, I'm blaming you because I just read your thing. I think it's called Spreadshirt. Tomato, tomato, you know? Mark, thank you for the 5. Has anyone recommended Archie Bunker? I used to watch the reruns on the weekends as a kid, and it was hilarious. Archie Bunker, what, like, from All in the Family? You're talking about was there, like, a Val Kilmer? Did he play him or something, or you're just talking about, like, the actual Archie Bunker show? Clarify, please. You don't have to super chat either, I'll see it. And Mark said I would get a saucy jersey, yeah. Well, they have it in blue, but maybe you can email, I don't know about 3X. Um, I hate to ask what they reveal. I think it was pneumonia. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read something, that it was pneumonia. Because I mean, he had a lot of health problems, he overcame the throat cancer, and I think he just, had some health problems. me catch up with the chat. Sorry, I'm way yeah, it was pneumonia. Yeah. Leading says, "Yes, Spreadshot is where I have my shirt, though. The quality is great. I was not pleased with the stickers, though. Really? I got a sticker, and the magnet was great. I actually haven't I don't think I've ordered any of magnets from my shop yet, but I did order a magnet from Lady Marines, and I love it. The Beep Bop Boop with the, Mickey Mouse, in a mouse trap. Um, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Uh, yeah, Lark, you're right, it is it's very sad. But yes, tonight I will be watching some more Val Kilmer. Last night was Willow and I loved it. Er, I was very unhappy with Redbubble and T Public quality wise. I used to have T Public and the quality was okay, but Spread Shop, I almost said shirt again. Oh wait, the email they sent says Spreadshirt. Does it? Am I? Hold on. Let me. Do they have more than one name? Let me see. Merch store. I don't know. I don't know, Ian. I'm just as confused as you, but thank you. I think you ordered a hat. Thank you. I want to see a picture, please. But yeah, C&D Designs. I've never done anything through Amazon. How was that? What's up, Iron Man the Power, Mars Monkey Max? So yeah, there's so many options. So many. I love it. Spread shop, spreadshirt, whatever it's called. um So yeah, with T Public, the quality was all right. I used them for a while. One of my designs, spread shirt shop. Well, there you go, mate. Maybe that's what it is. Problem solved. Um, so with T Public, I just I I like that it was simple to upload a design to them. They didn't have that many, like definitely nowhere near as much as Spread Shop does. But they keep a lot more of the money. Like for let's say for instance, someone buys a shirt from me, I think I get around $10 or so. Maybe that's like not maybe a little less after taxes. Um, but you get more, and I think I was getting like $1 or $2 from T Public. Um, yeah, and the quality is much better at Spread Shirt Shop. So I like them. Amazon is the best reach, most flex on prices, good quality, pretty good options, and I think 7 countries. Really? That's good to know, C&D Designs. Maybe I'll look into it. I just like the options from Spreadshirt Shop. Now I have to say that every time. Lady Reese, I've washed my shirt so much and the design has not faded. Yeah. And still soft. Agreed. Yeah, I have a couple of things from them. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds here. We're gonna play this one every time. Every time there's like a 50. Gotta get
You're trying to get under my cape, Doctor.
A girl can't live by psychosis alone.
The car, right? Chicks love the car.
a lot of people did not like Val's Batman, but I didn't mind it. I have the cups. Ugh, that's what I should be. I mean, they're small, but I should have my Batman Forever cups from McDonald's. They're not ones from like I didn't have them then. I got them online. I found the whole set. I actually have two bat of like actual Batman because I found the Batman one and I was like, I want it. Um so I have two Batmans and then the rest. I didn't hate his Batman. He was fine. Yeah, he was fine. Michael Keaton's still my favorite Batman. Yes, I have the McDonald's ones. I found them online like a year ago. Oh, that clip is quiet. Um, I can't adjust it here. I'd have to like try and find it again, edit it and upload it. I made it go faster though because I didn't want to get certain clips, like especially I think that's Warner Brothers, right? They get you. So I sped it up. Kevin Conroy was definitely my favorite animated Batman. Fun fact, while we're talking about Batman, I just learned this the other day. Um, at least I think it's true. I heard it on the internet, so it must be. Um, Keaton is the reason that people do like the I'm Batman voice, you know what I mean? Because he thought that, it was very unrealistic that Bruce Wayne would go from just, just be Bruce Wayne and then go be Batman and sound exactly the same, so he deepened the voice a bit, and apparently everybody did that afterwards, so yeah, Conroy is the best. Was watching actually, speaking of Conroy, um, I wasn't into the games, the Devil May Cry games, but I think that's what it's called. I checked out the first episode on Netflix. It's okay. I don't know. Um, but there was one of the I think he was like a detective or a cop or something in the show. He kinda sounded like Conroy, and I was like, "Wait a minute, like, when did this come out?" I'm like, "No, no, that's not Conroy." I don't know who the actor was, who the voice actor was, but I think he would be a good, future Batman for the voice. Keaton was also supposed to say, "I am the knight," he changed it to, "I'm Batman." Probably, you know what? I feel like that was probably a good choice. Could you picture just like, "I am the knight," and then he runs away with the cape? Like, that'd be I think that would be hilarious. Um, ah, that would be pretty funny. You liked Affleck with the voice box tray? Yeah, I'm always gonna be a Keaton Batman girl. Uh, that was my first introduction to the live action Batman. And Michelle Pfeiffer, I don't think anyone's ever gonna top her, Catwoman. Maybe. It would be nice. Nice to see it. Did I lose one of my notes here? No, I think I got everything here. Sometimes I start searching on a tab on accident, and then I lose one of my, articles. Whoops. Batfleck is your favorite, mate? Yeah, I know a lot of people, I won't say that I don't dislike Ben Affleck's Batman, but personally, like, the Batman that I grew up with, he beats the crap out of the bad guys, right? Like, t borderline kills them. I wasn't a fan of Ben Affleck's Batman, like, killing. I mean, maybe I don't know. I get it, different take. He wasn't a bad Batman, he was a good Bruce Wayne, but I just prefer the Keaton Batman. Uh, Jim Carrey was good as a Riddler. Another little fun fact, I'm full of them today. They wanted Robin Williams to play the Riddler, but he didn't because he was mad at them because they used him as a gambling piece for the first Batman. He Robin Williams was signed on to play the Joker, but they wanted Nicholson. Like that's who they really wanted, but he turned down the role. And then they went to Nicholson and they were like, "Okay, well, we're signing if you're not taking it, Robin Williams is gonna take the role." And then Jack Nicholson was like, "Oh, I'll take it." So, they wanted Robin Williams to come on as a Riddler, and he was like, "Nope." Yeah. He just brutally breaks people, yeah. Uh, Ian, that's a good point. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Batman never killed anyone, the eternal bleeding killed them. That's a fair here we go. Fair point. That was always gonna be one of my favorite gifts. I re my friends are probably so sick of that gift because that's how I respond to a lot of texts. That one and the Keanu Reeves one. Uh, you've never seen the Val Kilmer one? You should watch it. It's a fun watch, especially now, that he's gone, it's just, reminisce. Who caused the eternal bleedings? Them being villains did. You mad lad, yes. Thank you, Ian. Um, okay. Alright, I guess we should get on to the Nintendo talk, huh? What are your guys' thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2? So, I'm hyped for Donkey Kong, and, I can't deny it. I don't know screen. Is that gonna show? Okay, here. I'm not gonna play sound, so don't worry. It's just gonna be like if you don't hear anything, it's because I'm not playing sound. We're just gonna watch. So it's been 8 years since we got a Donkey Kong game. You guys know I love Donkey Kong. It's my favorite Nintendo IP. I don't know if that's the correct term for it, but you know what I mean. Like over Mario, over all of it, Donkey Kong. Love Donkey Kong. So I'm happy about that, but I don't know if they're gonna make every game $80 or if it's just gonna be the Mario Kart world because they have a package where you can get the Switch. I think the Switch is 450, right? And then Switch 2, sorry. Um, and then you can get a bundle where you get Super Mario, oh my gosh. You get Mario Kart World with it for 500, so you're only paying 50 bucks. My thing is with inflation, the price sucks. It does. But like inflation and stuff, like Nintendo's always been pricey. I remember back in the 90s, I pretty much did a backflip when my mom got me the Jungle Green Nintendo 64. I was so happy for that. And she got me, the bundle with Donkey Kong 64. And so I see why parents are upset about it, right? Because 80 bucks is a lot. You get two games, it's $160. That's a lot. And a lot of parents can't afford that. Yeah, Script Doctor makes a good point. The NES was 200 back in 85. So Nintendo has always been pricey. So, like I said, with inflation, it's absolutely sucks. Don't get me wrong, but back in the 90s, I remember I only had a few games. I used to rent games because my mom was like, I'm not spending 60 bucks on this game. So I had the Donkey Kong 64, I had Mario 64, and Pokemon Stadium. I didn't even have Mario Party or Mario Kart. I used to go to my cousin's and I had a friend who had it, and that's where I played that. But I remember certain games like very random, but I remember playing and beating the Toy Story game. I rented that from Hollywood Video. You get anyone in the chat remember Hollywood Video? We also would go to Blockbuster too, but there was a Hollywood Video practically down the street, so that's where I rented a lot of my games from. So yes, my mom was a single mom, and she couldn't afford to buy me these games, so I had to rent them. So I understand parents not being happy about these prices, but again, Nintendo has always been expensive, and their prices have always stayed consistent, kind of like for the most part, like even with the Switch 1, the games that I bought were 50, 60 bucks. And that's kind of how they've always been. But I'm interested to know what you guys think. Uh, let's take a little peek here. Again, there's no sound, so if you guys don't hear anything, well, you guys aren't going to hear anything. That's why. I'm actually going to mute it for me because it's going to distract me. Um, and Comics Dad makes a good point. Yeah, rentals are no longer a thing, and digital games should never be the same as physical in price. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. That they could lower it a bit when you get the digital download. Uh, but yeah, so me, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the Switch 2. Uh, I'm actually right now my Switch 1. I'm having issues with the dock, so I can plug it in and charge it. At least I think I have to check it. I plugged it in, and let's see if it charged. So it might actually be the Switch that's messed up, but I think it's the dock. And I was gonna get a new dock, but I'm like, Switch 2 comes out in a couple months, so I think I'll just get the Switch 2. But for now, I'm not gonna be able to play on the Switch unless I figure out what's going on with that situation there. Uh, Script Doctor, in the early 2000s, buying Xbox and PlayStation games were between $49.99 and $69.99 for a while too. Yeah, I mean, games have always been very expensive. I remember that like my nephew was super into. Is it just replaying? Sorry, I'm just letting it go in the background. My nephew was super into the Arkham games, which great taste, obviously. Um, and anytime there was a game that he wanted, he would ask me for it because my sister and, his dad, they couldn't always afford to get him all these games. So I would always get him at least one really good new game for his birthday, and he was just over the moon. But, they couldn't, and the Arkham, I think that was the last game I bought him, and then, he got old enough to buy his own games. Uh But yeah, even like Call of Duty stuff, he'd be like, "Can you get it?" And I'd have to ask his parents because sometimes they would be like, "Oh, no, we're gonna get it for him." But he would always come to me and ask me to get his games because his parents just couldn't always afford it. So games have always been very expensive. That's my take on it. But let me see what you guys are saying. Uh, Physical, I think, is gonna be 10 more. Electronics were more expensive, plus they were new technology back then. Today's price is expensive. Um, yeah, it's always been a bit too pricey. Agreed. Yeah, Hollywood Video was cheaper than Blockbuster. Yeah, it's true. That's true. It should I would think it would come with the dock. But yeah, I'm just saying I'm not gonna buy a new dock for the Switch, my Switch right now if I'm gonna buy a whole new system. But we'll see. I'm gonna see what's going on with it because I've been having issues with it. I think it's the dock because that's what I've been, and not the actual um game, the console, because I was having issues and had to like kind of wiggle and mess with it. But I'll take it. I'll clean it out and see what happens. Adrian says that's a no for me. Yeah, I mean it's really expensive. I don't blame you. Mr. Girl, unfortunately, I can't afford. I'm going to wait until the Switch 2 ends up at a used game or movie store and buy it then. As for the games, they'll be the same, get them used. Yeah, that's fair. If I didn't stream and play games for you guys and have to like have certain games to play with other people, I probably would wait too. Uh At Herd says, I believe Atari games were around 29 in the early 80s. Seriously? Wow. I wasn't around in the early 80s, so I don't know. But I believe it. Shane, I paid 550 for the PS5 and I hardly used it. We will wait and see what games come out. Yeah. So my thing, what they got me with was this. This looks great. I love Donkey Kong. And when I saw this, I very happy. It's been, oh, let me mute it. It's gonna confuse me hearing it while I'm trying to talk to you guys. Um I do play a lot of Switch games. To be honest, I actually play a lot of the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 games on it. If I'm being honest, the last game I fully played on the Switch was the Princess Peach game, which was adorable. I liked it a lot. Uh, if it's reverse compatible with Switch 1 games, that would be a win. I would think so. We'll see, Script Doctor. That would be very smart of them to do that. If they don't do that, yeah. So, but we also, what we don't know, unless something came out and someone in the chat can let me know. I don't know if all the games are gonna be $80 or if they're just doing it with Mario Kart World. So, this looks so good that I'm really excited. Uh, it is backwards compatible. Did it already come out? Well, there you go. That's a win for them. Only certain ones. Okay. I have a feeling that, like, Mario Kart and Mario Party might not be because 'cause they're making such a big deal, um, with the Mario Kart World, which I'm glad they're doing a bundle with that one. So that you can get it for only 50 bucks because like, you're obviously gonna buy the Switch, right? And it's only 50 more dollars to get the game, so makes sense. I'm excited. My only thing is I wish they had the other Kongs. I love Chunky Kong. He's only been in the 64 game, and they showed him for a second in the movie, but, I would have loved now, if they will 1000% get me on day 1 if they announce that Donkey Kong 64 will be available. Sign me up right away because that is my favorite game. Um, Jose Taco says it's 70. Okay, so they're just doing a bunch of different prices, huh? Interesting. This is the only game I wanna get. So, I would have this and Mario Kart. and I would get the bundle, so only spend 50, only 50 on Mario Kart, and then this one, absolutely getting this one. So, we'll see. I'm excited for it, though. July. Love Donkey Kong. Yes, I love his trousers and braces. He's very dapper. There's a list. Is there can do you have it up, Hokies? Would you mind maybe sending it to me on, Discord or something? If you don't have it up, it's fine. I can look it up myself. I actually, you know what? It was in my notifications here. Shout out to, Don over here. I don't know how true this is. It's just a picture, but I think this is probably correct. Don tagged me and a few other creators in this one. I'm glad, Hokies just like sparked my memory here of this. So this is showing games, the cost, and the release year, and then adjusted for inflation. It seems kind of crazy. So Super Mario World was 54.99 in 1991. Expensive. No wonder. No wonder my mom couldn't. I mean, not that she couldn't. She got me what she could. But I'm just saying, like, super expensive. And adjusted for inflation, so now it would be $103. So, I mean, if this is correct, then they did, lower it a bit if it's 70, $80. It's just crazy, man. The inflate Oy. But yeah, this was interesting to look at. They it looks like they all let's see, it's going from 91 what's the 96? I think 96 was, like, the latest year, so it's all 54.99. Expensive as heck, man. Shout out to my mom for, getting me some of these games, goodness. Hokies put it in the chat, thank you. Let me open that up 1 second. So, yeah, I'm not disagreeing that the prices are insane, but unfortunately, it does kinda make a little bit of sense because of inflation and everything. But I feel awful for the parents that can't afford it and the kids that won't be able to get it. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Hokies. So here okay, important information about compatibility of Nintendo Switch games with Nintendo Switch 2. Uh, wait. Status and compatibility test for Nintendo Switch games updated on April. Is this I don't trust anything when it says April 1st. It doesn't say where's the list? There's not a list of the games that are compatible? Nintendo games and partner games? I'm not seeing any actual games. I clicked on the wrong link. Kids need to plant trees. Yeah, so that was another thing I was actually gonna, mention when I was talking about how I had never seen Willow until last night. I, I watched a lot of movies, yes, but I feel like my generation, like, I'm the part of that millennial generation where we were probably one of the last that actually spent a lot of time outside. I did. I was definitely a outdoor child when I was a kid. The prices are determined by market. If enough people are willing to pay they will charge it. Yeah. Um, so this is what is this saying? There's gonna be 122 Nintendo games and over 15,000 partner games that are compatible. I don't really get that cannot be played on Nintendo Switch. Oh, there's gonna be some games with compatibility issues. That's true. Is continuing to improve. What are these games? What the heck? Yes, I'm like an outdoor cat lark. That was me. I like dogs more, so I'd be an outdoor puppy. And what was this? Oh, I know Vara. has gotta be super excited. I'm pretty sure it was Wind Waker was the one that she wanted, uh, and said that she would absolutely get it no matter what if they had it, so got that. Classic Nintendo GameCube games. Oh, no, this was the GameCube games. That's really interesting. I'm glad they're doing that. So the classic GameCube games are coming to exclusively Nintendo Switch 2. So that's gonna be um great. Soul Calibur, I haven't played that in so long. Oh, she wanted Twilight, Jose Taco. That's right. Thank you. Well, I'm sure she's not upset that she's getting Wind Waker. But yeah, Soul Calibur, I used to love that game. Uh, I'm a sucker for fighting games. Ah, there it is. Soul Calibur 2. I remember when this game came out, like, it was so pretty. I thought it was such a pretty game. But, yeah. Hunter says Wind Waker rocks. Yeah, a lot of people are very excited over that. Um, some of the games can be played on the Switch too, but they need to use the original Joy-Cons, not the new ones. Okay. Oh, yeah, I kinda skimmed over that, so see, I mean, I'm guessing the majority of people that are getting the Switch 2 probably have the original Switch, so they'll have the Joy-Cons. You were shocked to see Elden Ring? Yeah. Soul Calibur was pretty good, alright. Haven't played it in, like, 15 years. Yeah, same. It's been a bit. I never had a GameCube. So, I was definitely a Nintendo girly growing up. My brother had the original Nintendo, um, and then the Super Nintendo. And then I had Nintendo 64, and that was mine. Like, I totally, uh, it was like, "This is my game," because you know how siblings are, especially like an older brother, and I was the annoying little sister, right? So, if I wanted to play the Super Nintendo, it's like, "Well, no, I'm playing, it's my game." So, 1000% that was me when I got the 64. I was like, "This is my game." Like, "Oh, you thought you were gonna play it? I wanna play it first. I'm gonna play something even though I had no intentions on playing today. I'm gonna play because you want to." No, I shared, but, you know what I mean? I was super happy to have it that was mine. Um, I did have to have my brother help me with games quite a bit growing up, but Donkey Kong 64, which is another reason why it's top games for me. That one and Red Dead 2 are my 2 favorite games, but Donkey Kong 64, I would argue, is top. Yes, it's nostalgia, but that is the first game that I beat without any help. So it's always gonna have a special place in my heart. And that game is long. Do you guys remember how long that game is? Donkey Kong 64. There's a lot to do. Um, I wish I still had it. So somebody stole the power to it, the back, the huge clunky power to it, whatever power cord. And then my mom got rid of it. I wish she wouldn't have, especially nowadays. I could have gotten that. I miss my jungle green Nintendo with the stuck reset button because my cousin spilled soda on it. Jose Taco's right. My cousin spilled a little, it wasn't a lot, but he spilled some soda on my 64 and it messed up the reset button. But that it still worked, no issues. Ah, I miss it. That's a dream. One of these days, I wanna have a room that is just my retro gaming room, and I have all the old systems and maybe a couple, like, arcade games. You can get those kinda cheap these days. Not super cheap, but they come with, like, hundreds of games, I think, and you can get them for, like, 400 bucks. How about Link and Zelda? So I never, not that I dislike the Zelda games, but growing up, I never really got into them. I want to now. I have a few Zelda games that I plan on playing. But growing up, I was Mario and Donkey Kong and Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Bandicoot. Um, yeah, I actually didn't have a PlayStation though. I went to my cousin's to play that all the time. He was the one that had every system. Earthworm Jim, you guys remember that one? Oh yeah, I love Spyro too. I played that not that long ago on stream, actually. It still holds up, but playing it on PC is not quite the same. Bandicoot, I mean, he is cute. So oh, yeah, I meant to pull this up. Well, this will be our last little switch topic here. Let's just pull this up. Oh, guess I was already sharing, just not showing it. So this is what we're getting, a Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart bundle, which includes a system and a full game download. So it's just the game download then. Okay, I guess that makes sense if they're only charging 50 for it. I thought they were actually going to give you the physical game. So it includes the system and a full game download for the exclusive Mario Kart World game will launch on June 5th. So limited time production through fall 2025, available while supplies. Yeah, Jeremy's right. You guys aren't mentioning prices for a reason because it's expensive, man. It's expensive. I do feel awful for kids and parents that aren't going to be able to get it. But you know what? There's going to be a nice amount of parents because this is what my mom would have done. Right? It's coming out in June. Christmas time, sales are going to go up because parents are going to save, and that's when they're going to get it for the kids. Christmas time. It's your only Christmas present. That's what I yeah. I'm trying to think. I think it was Christmas. I can't remember right now actually if it was Christmas or my birthday. That I'll have to ask my mom if she remembers when she got me the 64. I can't remember if it was I mean, my birthday's in January, so that's why I probably can't remember the month apart. So it was either Christmas or my birthday that she got that for me, and that will always just be this core memory for me that because I know, she didn't have a lot of, money. It's expensive raising kids and consoles are not cheap. So even then I knew the gravity of it, right? Like I can't believe she got this for me. All right. Now that we're done with the Switch news, what's this? Got a couple of things up. Oh my gosh, what and let's do something fun. For me anyways. Did you guys see it's actually 23 hours ago this dropped. Hopefully, if you're watching this back and this is gone, that means they got me and I had to remove it. But we're gonna watch the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 teaser trailer. You're gonna have to let me know if you hear sound because I'm on Mozilla right now, and normally I use a different browser. I usually use Brave, but StreamYard is not working on Brave today. So let me know if you can hear it. If not, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Can you guys hear that? Because normally there's an option that's like if you want to share audio or not. So let me know if you can hear it. I don't want to finish it. No, you can't. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta figure it out. I don't normally do this browser. Share screen. It's not giving me an option. That's very weird. That's annoying. I wish Brave would work. I don't. StreamYards has been messing up for like a month. Let's see if I do it like this. Let's see. Mute website notifications. No. Not now. Well, that stinks. Percent. I don't want to share it without sound. I mean, I guess I could, but it's at Freddy's. Let's see if this does anything. Silly StreamYards. All right, let's. Voices. Still no sound? Uh, it's always good to keep, more than one browser. Yeah, I know. It's not the browser, it's StreamYard. It's StreamYard messing up. A couple weeks ago Jay's here. Hi, Jay. I'm really sorry that I broke your, ankles in Sea of Thieves. People have been teasing me about it. Um, okay, well, I guess we're not gonna watch this right now because I don't know. So normally on the browser I use, there's a little check mark that you can check and it says, share sound or not. If that's not on Mozilla. Mozilla's stupid. I don't like it. Just narrate it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Um, hopefully, hopefully on Saturday, Brave is not being silly. You guys all can't hear it. StreamYards don't wanna get a strike, yeah. Well, it's the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer. It just dropped yesterday. I'm super sad that it's not I don't like Mozilla. You know what? I've actually heard people said, something about when you do StreamYards on Mozilla that you can't it doesn't share sound. I think that's what somebody said to me, now I'm remembering. Great. Well, I tried doing Brave. It looks like I gotta find a second browser that's not Mozilla to use when StreamYards wants to be lame. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It was a short little trailer. It's on their YouTube if you guys wanna check it out, because I can't share the sound. Um, I like it. I'm excited. I'm gonna go to the theaters to see that one. I liked the first one. It was just a fun, silly horror time, it wasn't too gory or any like that it's another good video game movie, which I don't think we're gonna get that from Minecraft, but kids are gonna like it. I think kids will like Minecraft, and it's probably gonna do better than Snow White. Okay. Well, let's move on to this. Did they release anything about the DVD Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah, it's gonna be, this summer is when it's coming out. So probably, let's see, what month are we in now? They're dropping a new chapter April, May, June. So usually every 3 months. So July is my guess of when the Dead by Daylight Five Nights at Freddy's chapter is going to drop, and I'm really excited for it. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I never use Firefox. It was just like a backup one. Yeah. So this is kind of new or not new news here. I think this is so stupid. Meryl Streep is in talks to play let's see. Let me zoom in. Aslan? Like, are you serious? This movie is going to be awful. Sorry, I'm getting hot now. I should probably take the hat off, but I want to show it off. I like it. My new hat. Everything did better than Snow White. Yeah, I am sick to death of even talking about Snow White. I didn't even see it. But yeah, I don't know why they're even doing it. They already did the first Lion the Witch Shane. The first Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, um, was good. I liked it. It came out 3 days ago, so is it real? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Holocron. This might be fake news. Maybe. I didn't even think about that. I bookmarked it when I seen it. Did I see it on the first? Because normally I don't pay attention to anything I see on the first. Um, hold on. Hello. Let me see if it was fake. Mm, I'm not seeing that it's fake. Let's see. 8 hours ago, Meryl Streep in talks to play Aslan and Greta Gerwig in Netflix's I can talk real good. Netflix's Narnia movie. Yeah, Deadline. We know how great their journalism is. But yeah, Deadline/film, there's a couple just a few hours ago. So, yeah, unfortunately, it may be for real. I mean, Greta Gerwig's Rock and Roll Narnia. Yeah, it's gonna be great. This what is this one? What do you guys think? I know not everyone liked the second Spider-Verse movie. I thought it was alright. Um, Definitely not as good as the first Into the Spider-Verse movie. But there's images here. First look at Beyond the Spider-Verse in theaters on June 4th, 2027. Really? Me looking at what year it is. Like, I don't know. It's 2025. Okay, we got 2 years. Um, the first image, it looked okay. It looks exactly like the other ones. They're not really giving us anything new here. Uh, I'll watch it, but I don't know if I'm gonna go to theaters to see it. Like I said, the closest theater to me is like 30 minutes away. So I only go if it's something I really wanna see. And I can tell you this year, not one thing has actually pulled me in to where I actually wanna go to the movies and see it. So, yeah. I'm glad lucky for me with Saucy, Disparu, is definitely gonna see Minecraft. So, there we go. I don't have to see it to judge it. I'm sure he's gonna just love it. I did see this, like okay, well, we're on Spider-Man talks, and then I'm gonna move on to, talking about my comic here that I really enjoyed. Mm. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that when Disparu's talking about Minecraft on Saturday. That's crazy. So, Spider-Man 4 casts Sadie Sink. Is she the new Mary Jane or an X-Man? What do you guys think? I think she would have been a great cast for Mary Jane. I'm sick to death of Zendaya. She's another one that gets cast on everything, and I don't wanna see her anymore. She wasn't a good Mary Jane. Mary Jane's supposed to be, bubbly, and she's, a pretty model actress. And I'm sorry, but Zendaya is not it. Has nothing to do with, her skin color. She just was not a good Mary Jane. But I mean, Sadie Sink, a pale redhead is Mary Jane. Uh is she gonna play so if she comes in I don't get the X-Men character thing, right? Like, why would they introduce her in a Spider-Man movie if she's gonna be playing an X-Men character? She would be playing Jean Grey, right? That's probably what they're alluding to if she was gonna play an X-Men character. I don't know. Oh, Firestar. You think she's gonna be Firestar? Okay. She should have been Mary Jane. They had so many other options that they could have done for Mary Jane, and then with Zendaya, they're like, "You know what? Let's go." Just like freaking Pedro Pascal. Let's cast him and everything. Let's put Jack Black in all the video game movies. Tired of it. Jack Black, I liked him in Mario. Again, with Minecraft, they really should have just made that an animated movie, and kids that aren't even interested in Minecraft probably would have went to go see it because it's a new animated movie that might be interesting. Um, but yeah, this I don't know. We'll see. I don't out of all the MCU stuff because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I think Tom Holland's fine. Toby always for the win. That is my favorite Spider-Man. But I don't think that Tom Holland is actually he doesn't portray a bad Peter Parker. I think Toby played the best Peter Parker, right? Because he really captured that nerdiness, right? And then you had Andrew Garfield, who was a bit more. I liked his portrayal. I think he got some unnecessary hate. I would say for me, the order it goes: Toby, Andrew, and then Tom Holland. But Spider-Man, No Way Home was the last best MCU movie. I did like the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. When I first seen it, I was kind of excited to have like a fun action movie, and I was like, you know what, I might have liked this more than Spider-Man. Nah, I still like Spider-Man more. But we'll see. I think Sadie Sink is a pretty good actress. I liked her in Stranger Things, so we'll see. She would have been a great Mary Jane. For all we know, they could dye her hair and make her Gwen Stacy. We'll see. We'll see what they do. That's the only MCU thing that I'm still invested in at the moment. Uh, so we'll see. See what they do. What am I gonna bring up here? Oh gosh, I was gonna save this for Saucy, but I'll get my points in now because you know when I bring this up, Disparu is gonna go off. So we'll let Disparu go off on Saturday about this. About freaking this dummy John Boyega being dumb. He was the only like character in the new Star Wars movies that I remember my friends, everyone that can't stand the new Star Wars movies, they were like, I wanted him to have a bigger role. He should have been a Jedi, you know, and he's this Rue is gonna probably lose it on this one. We've already talked in the group chat a bit about it, and he's like, yeah. Um, so John Boyega says Star Wars is so white that a black person existing in it is a big deal. Toxic fans are okay with us playing the friend, but we can't touch their heroes. Bro, we wanted you to be the hero. You need to calm down. Nobody liked Rey. Okay, nobody. Except for, you know, those like 3 very weird Disney Star Wars fans. Um I don't know if this is him like kissing butt, but it's like, listen, the role that you played in this movie, the fans didn't write it. It was the writers, actually. Go figure, crazy, right? Disney Star Wars put you in the spot that you were put in that movie. And I mean, it wasn't the fans that removed you on the Chinese poster, the poster in China for Star Wars, but you know, maybe he thinks it was us. Maybe he thinks that we went in and like, you know, photoshopped it or something. Who knows? These people are very, very disconnected. And real quick, Comics Dad says, "Have you read Ultimate Spider-Man? The current one is the best thing Marvel's put out in years for Spidey or any character in general." No, but I'm gonna write that down. Thank you, because I have a ridiculous amount of comics. Sorry, guys. I know I'm on a topic and am I digressing, but I saw that and I was like, wait a minute. My handy dandy notebook here. Um, I got notes for the history of pirates stream tomorrow on here too. But you know what? We'll just stick Spider-Man in there. Um, I'll put it on my list. So I'm trying. I have a lot of comics. I've collected quite a few over the years, but thanks to Wiley Dave, he has sent me an insane, wonderful amount of comics. And I'm like, you know what? Since I brought Wicked's World back, I'm going to use this to make myself start reading comics. So last week, I talked about the Transformers Volume 1, which was great. Highly recommend. And we have one back here that we will talk about shortly. But thank you, Comics Dad. I will look into that one. I have a couple on my list. I have currently I don't think they're new, but they're new to me because I haven't read them. I have sorry, I'm a horrible podcaster changing topics right in the middle, but if you watch me for a while, you know that's very on brand for me. Uh, um, let's see. What do I have on here? I have Daredevil Born Again Gallery Edition hardcover. I want that one. It's only 28 bucks. It's not too bad for a hardcover. And then lose my voice. Punisher Epic Collection Circle of Blood new printing. I don't know if that one. Oh, it's paperback. That one's expensive because it's not even hardcover, and it's 50 bucks, but it looks great. I don't know if you know anything about those comics, Dad. Let me know if you've read those and if that's I should get them. They looked good, so I put them on my list. Um, okay. All right. And then I will get your super chats after this guy. Sorry. You know how I get. At least I still keep up with them better here than Saucy because there's not 3 of us going off. So yeah, he called out Star Wars for being so white during an interview as part of the new Apple TV Plus original documentary #1 on the call sheet, Black Leading Men in Hollywood. Boyega debuted as Finn in Star Wars, blah blah. We already know this. He says, let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most whitest elite space. It's a franchise that's so white that a black person existing in it is something. Okay, we already read this. You could always tell it's something when Star Wars fans try to say, well, we had Carl Rizian, sorry, and Samuel L. Jackson. It's like telling me how many cookie chips are in the cookie dough. It's like they're just scattered They just scattered that in there, bro. Sorry, I'm guessing this is how he said it. I'm trying to read it like him. They're okay with us playing the best friend, but once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much. They're pandering. No, you are wrong there, Mr. Boyega. It's when you take. See, he should want more. This is the problem with some of these actors. He should want more. He should want new characters created for him. He wants to trailblaze. Well, how about play a new character, which Finn was a new character, but he got the back seat and it wasn't because of us fans. Um, so I Ava and Preach, they're YouTubers here. I like their content a lot. They said a line when this was around the time when The Little Mermaid came out that's always stuck with me, where he was talking about how when Hollywood takes traditional white roles, like where white actors were played or they're described as white in the books, and then they just give it to a black actor or actress. He's like, you're giving us crumbs and we want a full meal. I love that. I've used that so many times when I'm explaining this, and those are two black men, if you don't know who Aba and Preach are, and they're correct. And people like us that are talking out about this are the ones that are like called the ists and the phobes and all that. It's just so out of touch. And seeing this, I was like, are you serious? Because so many people wanted him to be the lead. Nobody wanted Ray as the lead. I thought it would have been really cool if they would have made him a Jedi. Like they could have gave him I know he didn't trailblaze anything. I mean, geez, Steve, you're right. Just so out of touch. I That's all I gotta say. We will let Disparu just go off on Saturday on this because he will. Yeah, he will take a sip of his desk milk. I feel like we bullied him, uh, and I never see the desk milk anymore. Sorry, Disparu. Please drink your milk. It's healthy. Mars Monkey Max. I'm not getting what I want. It's the whites. Career-ending words for a famous. Yeah, Jar Jar Abrams sucks. Yeah. That's the thing though. I just find this so funny. He's like, does he not realize that us fans didn't write the movie that he was in? Because I guarantee that real Star Wars fans, if they would have had anything to do with the writing, it would have been a heck of a lot better. Just a theory. Yeah, that's it. My rants aren't quite or anything as crazy as Disparu's, but Deranged Lunatic for 199. Have you seen the new Superman trailer yet? There's a new one? When did that one come out? I don't I did not. I'm gonna have to check that out. I would watch it on stream, but you guys can't hear it because Mozilla Firefox hates me. Marker reality for 10. Does anyone remember Gamefly? Have a Gamefly online where you rent games for a much lower price. These pseudo ownership gaming outfits need to just step. Gamefly. Oh my gosh. I feel like there was commercials. You just like triggered a memory. That there was a ton of commercials for Gamefly. I never used it, but I do remember it. Yes. Cajun Corey for 5. What's up, Corey? Hey, Wicked. What's the highest rank in the popcorn army? Colonel. Thank you, Corey. All right, that one was silly. Should have saved that one for Saturday. I'm sure just would have just loved it. Ian so forth for 50 pounds, or as Kings would say, sterling British pounds, whatever. He makes it all fancy. Thank you, Ian. This will be like, and then Boyega says, random ranting. And in an episode of Coupling, random ranting, and Jimmy Carr joked about, waves hands around at shoulder height for some reason. He does do that. Why did you point that out, Ian? Now I'm gonna giggle. He's gonna be on a rant. I'm gonna start laughing. He's gonna be like, thanks a lot. The last time he went on like that monologue that was deep, and then Ian said something in the chat that made me laugh, and Drew was like, now you guys are laughing at me. I was like, I'm not laughing at you. You got me in trouble. Hokies, thank you for the 10. Even when he is not here, Disprove finds a way to put super chats in the Dispa queue. It's true. He channels it. Oh my gosh. You guys are funny. But yeah, that just annoyed me. I mean, Hollywood just annoys me in general, but the fact that he was the one character He was the one character that we were like, his character's kinda cool. They should have had him do more. No, now he's gonna attack us fans, okay. Kiss the butt of the people that removed you from the poster in China. Probably a good idea. Ay. Anyways, now woosah. Let's, get on to something more interesting. It's new book I've been reading. Deranged Lunatic for 199. Yes, there's a new Superman trailer. Okay, well, I will check it out. I am going to, if anyone has a suggestion here for a backup browser, because I do not want Mozilla as my backup browser because it is not good for StreamYards. I can't share sound. I prefer Brave. But I had this issue a couple of times. Mozilla's fine if I'm a guest on a stream. Like the other day when I was on a Valiant stream, I was a couple minutes late coming in because I tried going on Brave and it wasn't working, so I just did Mozilla. Um, I don't. Opera is good. Brave is what keeps people hyping. Okay, Opera. Thank you, Comic Set. I will look into that. Mate for 5. Thank you, Mate. Wicked's World. Wicked, you are my world. Aw. Thank you. That was very sweet. What do we got here? I don't know. I should make my screen bigger when I do that so I can't do the thumbs up anymore. Thank you, Mate. Am I running any extensions? No, because I hardly use this one. Brave is my main browser. I've Other creators have said that StreamYards does not work well on Mozilla, and since I've had to use it a couple times, like being a guest on a stream, I had no issues. But now I'm realizing why because I can't share freaking sound. I was really excited to share the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer with you guys. You know what? One more thing. One more thing before we get into the comic book over here. This is interesting. Any Beatles fans in the chat? Apparently, uh, all 4 Beatles biopics were released in April 2028 in theaters. The first bingeable theatrical experience. There's no link. So how long do you think that's gonna be? Like they can't. Is like you think each Beatle is gonna be like an hour? I love stuff like this. Uh, and I grew up, my mom so growing up, I did like, music from my time. I have a very wide variety. I've been told that my playlist is kind of bipolar because I really like a lot of different music. But uh I love the Beatles. That was something that my mom listened to a lot growing up. Do you think 2 hours each, Lark? So do you think this will be an 8-hour experience? The first bingeable, well, what does that mean? Bingeable theatric experience. Like I get what they're saying with it, but like you're gonna go to the theater for like 6 hours? Or is there gonna be like a you know what? I'm guessing it's gonna be like each you go for each Beatle, right? Like especially like Lark said, if it's 2 hours each. Um, sorry. Chat. Uh So, it would make sense that, like but then you gotta pay for each it's 4 different movies, I guess, huh? I don't know. Shane said everyone will leave during the Ringo part. No. I'm interested. I'll see how it releases, right? It's 2028. I would love to go see this with my mom. Uh, we'll see, though. I mean, I feel like that would be a lot if they made it, like, 4 separate movies, right? So I don't know. Johnson. Oh, Ian. What's up, KB? Yeah, Firefox is actually what I'm using right now, and normally I don't, so I gotta get another backup one, but it's not I don't think it's even the browser, I think it's just StreamYards, because there was issues, a couple weeks ago where, if we shared, like, a clip, there'd be, like, a 20-30 second delay, and we wouldn't know, so we're sitting here talking about what we shared, like, the image or a clip, whatever, in chat's like, "What? We don't see anything, we don't see anything," so, we would have to, like, play, like, one of our, we did this on History of Pirates, actually, like, a quick clip like from our end to like bring it up is so weird. Um, but yeah, I'll look into getting something else. I prefer Brave, but StreamYard is being silly. So yes, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I don't know how many people, assume quite a few of you do like the Beatles. I thought that was interesting. Okay, so now on to one of my favorite parts of doing this now, doing this show, talking about comics. This one, Nightwing, A Night in Bloodhaven, Compendium 1. She's thick. I'm not even halfway through, because I'm kinda taking my time. I was gonna try and binge read it, um, over, the week, because every Thursday I'm gonna talk about a new comic. Maybe after this one, I'll go for a thinner one so that I could actually, review a whole story for you guys. Um, uh, sorry, chat's making me giggle. It's nice though because it's got different art styles, right? Like I like this one here. This is the first story. Hold on. I think I'm getting into the second story. It's like it's very like 80s, right? Let me get a good like look at Dick Grayson in this one. He's got flowing like Fabio hair. I want to be careful. Hold on. I don't want to bend the pages. He- He's got flowing Fabio hair. Look at this. I was giggling when I opened it. Look at Dick Grayson. Look at that hair. But I like that there's different art styles in this. So if I did see that this one is available to purchase, unlike the one Stan Lee that I had showed, which unfortunately isn't for purchase. But if you guys want me to like read that and tell you about it, I have no problem doing that. And then here, let me just I don't want to skip too far ahead because I don't want to ruin anything for myself. I mean, even though I know Dick Grayson's story, so I'm not sure how much I would spoil, but and see, like this jumps in now. This is like the regular one, I would say. Oops. Not trying to bend pages, hit it on my mic. Refuses to call himself Richard. Yeah. Agreed. So yeah, there's a couple different styles here. If you're a Nightwing fan, check this out. Let me see how much this is. This was sent to me. Shout out Wiley Day, which speaking of that, I don't have a PO box right now, but my friend, the capable gentleman, is nice enough to let me use his. And Wiley sent, I don't know if Wiley's here, and I'm so sorry. He sent stuff like probably close to 2 months ago. He's been sending stuff, and I finally got everything. So, this isn't one of them. This was an older one that he sent. But there's a bunch more comics. I looked at some of it, but I want to save it and open it on stream because it's been a while since I've done that. So look out the next few days or so, or possibly next week, I will do like a PO box unboxing, some really good stuff in there. I don't want to spoil any of it. But yeah, so this is available on no, it looks different. It says hardcover for $59. That's not the one that I clicked on. I'm seeing it. Is this not available? Oh, maybe not. Oh, sorry guys. This one might not be available. All right. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to talk about any comics because some of these might not be available. I'm sure you can get them separately. Like this actual, because I took a picture of this, right, and just did like the lens look for it. Let me look it up. Nightwing. Give me a second, guys. I'm professional. You know that. Nightwing. Let's see. One. Compendium 1. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I think I found it. I found it. All right. Oh, it's not. I see it at Walmart and Target. Let me just make sure that it is. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you can get it at Walmart or Target, 33 bucks. Uh, online. Anyways, I don't know about in store. So, oh, this is cool. Batman and Family Year One box set. Sorry. Now I'm just shopping. So yes, very, very good. Nightwing was limited. Oh, well, so it's weird. Sometimes, like Walmart online, you can get things that aren't available anymore. So if you're, interested, try. Maybe you can find it on eBay or something, but I'll try before I start something for this stream, I will try to double check and make sure that it's purchasable because I feel kind of bad kind of reviewing something that you guys can't buy. So, yeah, I'll try to do that. Last week, the Transformers Volume 1, you can get that on Amazon. I need Volume 2. So maybe I will talk about that one soon after I get that. Shout out to Jay for that one. He he's getting me into Transformers. I didn't weirdly with an older brother, I didn't grow up watching Transformers. I liked the comedy stuff. I told you guys this, all that on Nickelodeon and all the, I did like the Amazing Spider-Man show. So as far as stuff like that, Spider-Man, I didn't get into the Batman show until I was a bit older. Um, and Power Rangers, you can't see because there's a glare. Black Canary is showing, but that's Jason David Frank right there. Rest in peace. So happy I was able to meet him. Yeah, the Skybound Transformers is amazing. I got volume 1, so I gotta get volume 2. Um, yeah. Let me So any recommendations, guys? Let me drop hold on, let me is Hokey still in here? Hokies is still here. Can you put my Discord link in here? Anybody in here, if you want recommendations, I will actually right now, while we're chatting, I will make a channel here. Wiley's here. Wiley, I started this. Hey. Origins of Marvel Comics just got reprinted. Did it? So I could talk about that. Wiley, I started this. I love it. Um, I did message you. I got the stuff from Lee. Thank you. I wanted open on stream very soon. Within I would do it tomorrow, but we have the History of Pirates podcast, which if you're not subbed to History of Pirates, please go on over there. Me and the guys do podcast every other Friday. All right, I'm making a comic and books suggestions right now. Boom. So I just made a comic and books suggestions channel on my Discord. So if you guys want to just drop your suggestions in there, I would really appreciate it. Comics Dad, if you're on Discord, I hope you hop in there. You've got a lot of suggestions. Before I go, I recommend Radiant Black, Rogue Sun, Rook, Exodus, Something is Killing the Children. I've heard of that one. So the Power Rangers series, the Boom comics, great. I didn't finish them, but they're really good. I have on my list, I have a hardcover that's just got them all. I would like to get them all single. I had them, but I think I let someone borrow them and then I moved and I didn't get them back. I had quite a few of them. But the covers were great because they were, paying homage to like 80s and in 90s movies. Like one of them was a Breakfast Club cover, very good. And the writing was very well done. I like Boom Comics, at least the Power Rangers Boom Comics. So yes, that I want to read those and review them for you guys as well. Yeah, I see Comics Dad hopped in. Okay. Comic book suggestions, fill that up, please. I see him typing already. Thank you so much. Greg is playing mini golf. Oh, that sounds fun, Greg. I haven't played mini golf in forever. If you come to Orlando and hang out with me and Jay, we'll play mini golf. And he copied, thank you, Comics Dad. No, seriously, anything you have in there, please, please. I'm trying to, really get into the comic book stuff here. The smaller Nightmare comics I sent continue on. You did? Okay, I have a bunch, so I will be continuing that. But thank you so much. Oh, Greg, Jay loves you. What do you mean? Maybe he's just mad that you're better at Fortnite than him, but he admits that. So but yes, I have all the stuff right there. I seen some of it and it's taking everything right now for me not to pick some of these stuff up and show it off to you guys, but I want to do a PO box just chatting stream with you guys soon. I will spoil that I know not everybody's a Scott Pilgrim fan, but I really like Scott Pilgrim and Wiley sent me a bunch of Scott Pilgrim stuff. So I can't wait to show it off. I haven't opened any of it yet because I want to show it off first. So thank you. I'm very excited. Uh how old you willing to go for a comic story? Because most stuff is I'll go really old. Some of the stuff, um, I'll show it off. Make sure you guys tune in when I do. It's gonna be a PO box, like comic, and just chit chat stream that I will be doing. Maybe I'll do it like Monday or something. Because tomorrow's a full pirate day, and then Saturday I got saucy, and then Sunday's my scream stream with capable gentlemen, which we're playing Repo. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. He has no idea what the game's about, and I'm contemplating whether or not I even wanna send him, like, a video showing him what Repo is, or just telling him to just jump in so you guys can uh, see his reaction. Uh, so, anyways, yeah, busy weekend coming up, so maybe Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'll make sure I have it up in advance so you guys can see it. Um, and yeah, we'll open the nice stuff here. There's a few Nightwing things over there too that I can see. Some of it, was sticking out of the box. Uh, so yes, we're gonna play Repo on Sunday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What got me interested? 'Cause I've seen a lot of people play it, but I was watching Markiplier play it with his one friend, and I was like, "How is it with just two people?" And I was laughing my butt off watching them. I'm like, "All right, I just want to throw lead to the wolves on that game, so we'll see what happens." Uh, I think it's gonna be fun. So yes, I had the comic. Again, I made a comic and book suggestion channel in my Discord chats. So if you got anything, there you go. Iris says Monday is a weeknight for live stream, so there's definitely an opening there. Yeah, well, I usually don't stream. If I did Monday, it would be after Jay's Monday hangover. I know I'm not gonna take anybody from that, right? Like people are gonna, watch Drunk 3PO over me for the most part, but I try not to stream over my friends. I know it's hard. We do it all the time, but like that's like his one of his bigger shows. So if I did stream on Monday, it would be after that. I forget what time they start. Isn't that like 6 or something? So it would probably be like 8 or 9 PM ish. So we'll see. Uh, or maybe even before. Maybe I'll do a before his show thing and send you guys over there. Um, but yeah, guys, this it looks like you possibly can get this on Walmart.com, but I'm not sure. Uh, so yeah, I might finish this by next week, but I will uh probably get something smaller, maybe something Marvel for next week so that I could actually talk about like a story. This is a lot, and here's a few different stories. So, um, yeah, we'll see. And thank you so much, Comics Dad. Oh, and Mars Monkey Max has now also posted in the comic and book suggestions section there. Thank you. If you're not on my Discord, hop in there. We have fun. A lot of silly people in there that make it funny. So Telestran, oh, he's never gonna live that down, uh, because of Dan. So tomorrow, Hokies was dropping the link. Thank you so much. History of Pirates, the Patches and Rum podcast. We will be finishing uh the Lost Pirate Kingdom. It was a 6 episode like docu drama series with some historians and then people reenacting, I guess. So if you haven't watched that, it's interesting. I think Jay was talking about possibly editing and then putting them together for a video of us reviewing it. So he might do that eventually, but we have a really good time over there live. So I wish I could tell you the time. Let me see if they answered. I asked in the group chat. It's gonna probably be nope, no answer. 6 it'll be 6 or 7 PM Eastern tomorrow for the Patches and Rum podcast. So look out for that. You guys are awesome. We had over 100 the whole time today. Thank you. I wasn't sure if, bringing Wicked's World back if you guys were gonna come and hang out, but well, 2 weeks now, you guys have been hanging out, and I appreciate you so much. It's great to be back. And again, new merch. Spreadshirt shop. I have it in the description there if you're interested in this. I love it so much. Shout out Americas for the design. And I will see you guys Patches and Rum tomorrow. And also, we're all gonna be playing Sea of Thieves afterwards. So it'll just be a full fun Pirate Friday tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and see you tomorrow. Bye.